Welcome back to Tyrrell Time. I'm Bobby Davro, and you join me for the 2003 season, round 9 and round 10. Currently, Shinji Nakano is the leader of the Drivers' Championship. However, we only have one win to our name so far. Vastly improved our car with an upgrade package that delivered straight out of the gate and seemed to turn our season around. Actually, before I get into news, there was a question on the last episode to go live, which is not the last episode you'll see. I'm sorry I forget your name. Someone was asking, why have you gone with Mugen Honda Power again? Well, that was the rule of the playthrough. The aim of the playthrough was to build a Japanese themed team. And, we do have a Japanese lead designer, we have two Japanese drivers, and a Japanese engine and Japanese tyres, and as many Japanese sponsors as we can pull together. We're losing one of the Japanese drivers this year simply because it's just not delivering, but the power unit kind of feels integral to the design of the playthrough. So yeah, there's your answer. Could we have won a championship before now? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Um, if we'd had a works engine deal from a better engine supplier and we'd been able to improve our engine over the season, we probably would have won last year. Um, so yeah, that's the price we pay. But I am actually looking forward to hopefully winning a constructors title without works power. That will be nice. In the news, Damon Hill, another win for him. Some big news in terms of power unit deals. McLaren have signed a works deal with Mercedes-Benz. Williams have signed a works contract with Ford. HSBC distanced themselves from us to sign with Ferrari. Arrows have become a customer of Elf. Lauren Redon will be driving for Stewart. Nigel Stepney moving to Benetton, it seems. Benetton have signed Fiat as a sponsor. A bunch of other sponsors, There we go. So, what's the state of the union? We have an almost complete level 3 active suspension system, which may or may not get homologated. We're on to the CFD simulation phase of the B spec car. The 2004 chassis is so close, tantalizingly close to being complete. It's very exciting. We are trying to cut down on our spending, though, fairly significantly. And we're going to do that primarily with cuts to our test program, um, which desperately need to be made. I will do no fuel testing at this Grand Prix. Very limited development testing because we don't need that much, and we'll focus on setup and tyres. I think something like this is pretty good. Let's run that. Yep, that's fine. We don't have full setup points, but we can live without 1 point. That should mean we can try and homologate our active suspension system. I bet we get turned down. Oh, no, we didn't. That's good news. And I will start then on some new on a new gearbox. We have two upgrades to apply to the car then. A new driver aid and a technology upgrade. Kaboom. We'll build some more spare parts. We are dangerously low on cash for this part of the season. Hospitality spending has been cut. I'm stocking up on spare parts now because this should technically be our most profitable Grand Prix since we don't really have to travel. And my sincere hope is that we can pull together enough cash over the next few races to build the 4 cars that we need to maximise our capacities next year. We have some damage on car 1, failure to finish for Shinji Nakano. Let's get all the cars into race-worthy condition. Super duper. Our aim now is to hoover up as many sponsors as we can, plus bonuses. We've got a 2-year works deal signed now with Shell. We have a 1-season works deal with Bridgestone. we really need to get as many bonuses as possible, particularly on the 2-season deals, which we're going to prioritize as best we can. Okay, all good. Nice. So then, off we go to the next Grand Prix. I'm not going to lift off the gas with our drivers, to be honest. Instead, I'm going to keep pushing right up to the end. It may cost us the championship, it may not. We simply don't know, and we've got no way of knowing. We have a new fuel, and do we have new intermediates? Yes, new intermediates. The British Grand Prix is a good place for new intermediate tyres. That's my philosophy. Speaking of which, we did actually earn points to upgrade our tyres, and I will use that on the wets, because you never know. Okay, so the setup and assembly of our cars is all complete. On we go, home Grand Prix. 21 degrees, light rain, strong wind, so again, should be good for Nakano, will be very bad for Hiroshi Tanaka. Good job we've got those new intermediate tyres though, because they're about as good as we're going to get them this year. Let's see where we end up. Yeah, as I thought, Hiroshi Tanaka down in P14, rough qualifying for him in changeable conditions. Damon Hill on pole as usual in the wet, 129.476. Olivier Panis lines up alongside him, 129.751. We are very, very ever so slightly off second position with Shinji Nakano on a 129.753. 2/10 pretty much ahead of row mate Pedro Diniz in the Jordan, taking P4. 24 degrees and dry for the race. That's good. That should help Tanaka out. We'll do a 30-30 split with Nakano. That's a good long stint either side of the pit stop. Should allow him to make some real progress if the car is as fast as it seems to be. 31 and 29 for Tanaka, him going just a lap longer on his first stint. Right then, boys, please don't let me down. We need sponsors. Double points finish, but not as high as I would have hoped for. Johnny Newhouse takes the win for Ferrari, a 128.45655. Damon Hill taking P2, 128.52456. Heinz-Harald Frentzen completes the podium for Ferrari. That means Ferrari will move ahead of us in the Constructors' Championship, I believe. Alessandro Marini, P4, and then Nakano and Tanaka coming home P5 and P6, last of the points. Nakano drops to second in the Drivers' Championship, 4 points off the back of Hill, and in the Constructors... Oh no, they just closed the gap to us. We are now 15 points clear of Ferrari and 11 points behind McLaren, so it's all to play for. Huge profit from that Grand Prix, which is exactly what we needed. Oh god, PIAA have signed with someone else. You motherfuckers. This is bad now because we're running out of good sponsors. We're really running out of good sponsors. Komatsu is Japanese. Let's just get them for the money. We have fast upgrades now on our fuels. No upgrades in our Works Bridgestone deal yet, and we have one unlocked bonus on our engine deal. Come on, guys, come on. Let's see if we can't hire ourselves some more commercial staff, No, we can't. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to boost my wage bill just yet. I want to see how much money we can actually scrape together. Over in design land, we have a new driver aid, we have some new technology. We're ready to move on to the modelling phase with the B-spec car to fix a balance issue. And the 2004 car is ready and complete. So we have some building to do. Let's bump the number of people working on this. It's going to make a huge difference. Let's complete that, and let's hope this gets homologated. It does. Super. Feels like we've turned a bit of a corner, to be honest with you. Okay, first things first, let's build a car for next year. Done. Then we have a driver aid, and we have some technology. Nice. And it's going to nearly bankrupt us, but I could build another car now, but I'll wait till we've got a bit more money put together. But at least we have one race car ready for next year, by round 10 no less. That's a refreshing beverage. In the news, who did PAA cheat on us with? Ferrari. Good choice. Minardi will be buying Mechachrome engines. That's interesting. Mercedes-Benz have signed a works deal with Jordan, so they'll continue to be fairly strong. Any other big news? No, just all the sponsors evaporating before our very eyes, which sucks because that means we won't really take a huge step forward. Okay. So all our design staff are reassigned. We just have to worry about some testing now. How much is it to test here? More expensive than I would want it to be, of course. Right. What we learned last time was we needed more setup testing, and I'm going to suggest that we reduce tyre testing because our hard compound tyres only need one block of progress. Let's see how that works for us. It could have been worse. So we are going to perfect our hard compound tyres. There we go. Sponsors are all being schmoozed and abused. We just need to repair our race machinery. No money for spare parts this Grand Prix. Same setup. Tanaka, I'm afraid you're getting the losing end of this proposition once again. Let's try that. So we have a new driver aid to apply, and we have some new wet tyres. That's all. But it's still incremental progress, so we'll take it. We have discovered a driver aid on a competing car, level 2 servo brakes. We can't copy them, so we will complain. And I'm going to start looking at Ferrari for a traction control system. Off to Austria we go. We're on to the A1 ring, now of course known as the Red Bull ring, hoping for a strong result. 22 degrees, dry with strong wind. Hopefully that allows both cars to be in play. Yeah, it does. David Coulthard on pole again for McLaren, 1:11.159. Marini in his Minardi, P2, hell of a season for him, 1:11.245. Olivier Panis third for Arrows, Ricardo Rosset fourth for Minardi. Then it's the Ferraris, Newhouse leading Frentzen on the third row. The fourth row is Nakano leading Tanaka, and just behind us, John Fellows is Arrows, and the McLaren of Damon Hill. 21 degrees and dry for the race. We will do a 36-35 stop for Nakano. Fresh boots for both. And for Tanaka, the other way around. He'll come in first, lap 35. Okay. Cross everything you've got to cross, people. And finally we get the good news alarm. And it's another win. But for Hiroshi Tanaka this time. That came out of nowhere. Hiroshi Tanaka taking the win out of nowhere. 129.15.775. So almost 3 seconds clear of David Coulthard. It's a McLaren podium though. Coulthard and Hill both making it on. Panis Cesaro, Takagi's Jordan and Rossit's Minardi rounding out the points paying positions. Quite a lot of guys suffering from failures. Shinji Nakano was taken out first with an electronic failure, both Ferraris failing to make the finish. That leaves us still adrift in the Drivers' Championship, though Tanaka moves up to P4, and it leaves us still 11 points behind McLaren. Never mind. Less of a profit at that Grand Prix, but we do have some success cards to play. Oh god, it's all going wrong. All our sponsors are signing with other people, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna play the TV Advantage card on the Bridgestone deal and the Success card on the Shell deal. Yeah, we're running out of money. Join me next time when maybe we have to take a loan. Bye for now.